This is a Samurai Nation podcast on the Samurai Nation Podcast Network. Happy holidays, one and all. It's another episode of the Cool Podcast. Whoa! It's the special holiday edition of the Cool Podcast. Thanks everyone for checking us out and listening, and I hope that everyone is having a great time. I hope you're sitting around the fire, sipping on your hot cocoa, listening to the episode, and be sure to play it to whoever you have around you. I know this year has been crazy with the cool quarantine still in effect. So whoever you're with today, let's be sure to play them the podcast while you're opening the presents and stuff. And boy, do we have a great gift for you today. Some great cool stuff. So stick around. I can't imagine listening to the first 5 episodes and then just bail. That'd be crazy. Crazy. Cool Podcast. Yeah, it's time for the show. It's the Cool Podcast. Man, this is going to be cool. Can't wait to get into it. We've got some stuff to catch up on. First, we have a message. This one just came over the wire. Let's go ahead and play it. It's a very important guy. There's been a lot of drama going on, so this will hopefully clear up some of the questions we have, and then we're going to talk about the segment bracket. I know people want to hear about that. But first, let's get the message from this guy. What's he got to say? It's the Samurai Kid.
Hey, Beowulf. It's your boy, the Samurai Kid.
It's the Samurai Kid.
I'm doing okay these days. Happy holidays, by the way. Look, the truth of it is I really need your support right now.
No, you got it.
First of all, we really have to keep some of the stuff on the lowdown, so to speak, you know. We have to keep it quiet a little bit from our corporate overlords, you know. But seriously,
not sure about that.
Seriously, Podnet Media would really flip out if they knew that I'd compromised the Samurai Nation Podcast Network servers. I mean, technically it's their property now. Anyway, what I'm saying is we need to get the truth seekers off our back quick.
Yes,
so I'm really going to need you
do.
to step up and promote the hell out of the GoFundMe that we have going now. We've raised around about $8,000, which would be great under normal circumstances. We could donate some of it to charity, and it would make the network look really good. That's like a thing you can do. But I mean, as you know, 8,000 is really not enough, and I can't go back to Paul the Pierced Punk and ask him to do another 24-hour fundraiser stream. I'm really, really running out of options, Beowulf. And I know my guru told me not to blame, not to point fingers or anything. But I've got to think we wouldn't even be in this mess without you having left the network and getting involved with Big Jim. And the truth, it's just all crazy. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just getting a little bit flustered. Okay. The truth is, you are one of the only podcasts left on the network. The rest of our podcasts have either gone fully independent, or they have some secret contract deal that they can't tell me about. I know that you have the power to reach outside of the Samurai Nation, so please, that's like a Christmas miracle for me, so to speak. Whatever you can do to help raise the money, we really, really need it. I really need this to work. It's really been one of my biggest dreams to run a podcast network.
I know.
I believe in you. I believe that you can do this for me and help raise $1 million. Okay, gotta go. I've got a meeting with Jeremy, actually. I'm kind of dreading it. Anyway, keep slicing and dicing and stuff, and goodbye.
What? Now he's blaming me for the freaking all the crap that went down? I didn't install Quick Viper. This guy's starting to piss me off. He thinks I'm going to raise $1 million. I've raised some money. I gave what I could from the patrons and from my own coffers. I can't give this guy $1 million. I can't even... The truth seekers won't return my calls. And you think I tried to call them? Now I'm getting pissed. Jeez. We'll see if we can do a miracle and raise $1 million, I guess. But it's interesting. He's having a meeting with Jeremy. And he talked about some secret stuff behind the scenes. And we'll just say that I've no comment on that. Wouldn't like the word to get out. Wouldn't like the word to get out on some of that stuff. But anyway, maybe we'll figure that out once the new year comes. I feel bad for this guy, but what else can I do? I'm trying over here. All right, let's get into something cool. Something cool. Let's talk about the segment bracket. Everyone voted. They did democracy. Everyone voted and they did democracy on the segment bracket. We thank you for exercising your right to vote and for the segments on the segment bracket and to do podcast democracy. Well, who won the first round of the segment bracket? Everyone voted. Thanks all the patrons for voting. We're going to announce the winners of the segment bracket and see who's going to go on to the next round. And that'll also determine what segments we do today, because today is the losers bracket. But we still love the losers. They're still winners in our eyes. But who won round 1 of the segment bracket? Let's see. For the first big matchup, podcast versus the cool quiz. Well, of course, wouldn't you know it? It was weighted very much in favor of your favorite segment and the podcast roundup. Won by a landslide. In our next bracket, this one was kind of interesting. This is another one was weighted heavily in favor. We had a favorite here. This is the Word of the Day segment versus the Discord dump. And who won that? By a fairly large margin. The Discord dump. Congrats to the Discord dump for going on to round 2 of the segment bracket. And now for our next matchup. This was a heated one. Again, quite heavily favored here in this matchup. We had I Want My Coins versus the Free Sound for All. And who won that one? Well, wouldn't you know, I Want My Coins won. Yay, and they're gonna get to vote for them in round 2, and they won by a freaking landslide. Congrats to I Want My Coins. Now, this is crazy. For the first time ever in the segment bracket, and I'm saying that like we've done it before, and we never have, we had a tie. What? Is that possible? Well, it is. They're going on. We're doing a 3-way matchup for the segment bracket. Spoiler alert. We had a tie. This is insane, and someone needs to break the tie. Maybe I'll break the tie. I'll get someone else to do it. We had a tie between What's News and TikTok Around the Clock. People love those segments, and that was a tough one. That was a tough matchup. But they're going on. They're gonna go to round 2, and we're gonna have a 3-way battle for the next spot. And I forget which ones were in the battle, but you'll see when I post it on Christmas Day. And of course, all these next ones won by landslide. Your Gusher is Gross beat out the Bandcamp Boogie, and the Contest Corner
What is up, everyone?
beat out Review This. So congrats to those segments, and they won by a landslide. So thanks for voting in the segment bracket round 1. We'll be posting round 2 before you know it. We will post it on Friday, Christmas Day. You can vote for your favorite segments and see who wins. And then we'll do those on the big end of the year blowout blast. The big blowout special. Whoa! Thanks for voting in the segments and doing democracy. So, like I said today, this is the losers bracket episode. We're doing all the segments that lost. They're not losers to me, because I love them all equally. All of the segments are great in my eyes. I'm the creator. And if everyone exercise your right to vote, please. And if you know someone who didn't vote, please vote shame them. Tell them that they need to be voting and they need to keep listening. And because I'm looking at the numbers here, and the turnout wasn't quite what I expected, but it's fine. So let's get into our first segment of the losers bracket. We love this one, although it got trounced. So let's see. Let's see what it is. It's the Cool Quiz Zone. This one got absolutely destroyed in the segment bracket, which means people hate it. Well, F that. I love this segment. You know I love it. It's the Cool Quiz Zone, baby. Whoa. This is the losers bracket. So we're gonna go look at some fun quizzes. Enough of these. Some of these quizzes we've done have not been fun, and that's why people hate this segment. That's why I hate it. But we're going to one of the best quiz sites on the web. That's right, it's BuzzFeed. Doing a quiz. It's the Cool Quiz Zone. Everyone's personality matches a Starbucks holiday drink. Which one are you? This is the quiz party, sponsored by Walmart. Go to Walmart and then enter offer code and get 20% off. Take the quiz with friends in real time. That's the quiz party. This is the quiz zone. I hope no one ever rips off the quiz zone, because then we'll know they'll steal it from us. Okay, now we're gonna vote. What's your favorite drink? We got water, tea, juice, coffee, hot chocolate, and soda. I'm gonna have to go with coffee. It's a Starbucks quiz, and I actually have some iced coffee right now. How do you like to spend a relaxing day at home? I'm gonna have a couple of those on my Christmas vacation, and I hope all of you are relaxing. So, we've got exercising, cleaning and organizing, that's chores, making crafts or projects, creating makeup and outfit looks, reading or journaling, watching TV, movies, TV, and YouTube. That's me. Gaming's not on here. That's interesting. What's your favorite holiday? Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Valentine, Easter, Halloween. We gotta say Christmas. It's probably gonna make me do pumpkin spice latte for all these things I'm answering. What month were you born in? January, February. What's your favorite Christmas food? White chocolate, fruit cake, pudding or custard, the whole Christmas dinner. Gingerbread candy canes. Now this is an interesting one. Some of my favorites are ones that people hate. Fruitcake. I used to get fruitcake that was made from scratch, and it was freaking delicious. It wasn't like one of those that you get from one of those magazines, and it comes in the box, and everyone hates it. It's nasty. No, I used to get some of the best stuff. Some of the best fruitcake you could ever have. So I do like fruitcake, but I'm gonna say gingerbread, because it reminds me of the holidays. Okay, what's your favorite thing about Christmas? And getting gifts, decorating, spending time with loved ones, giving gifts, the music, winter break. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go winter break? ? That's what I like now, so that's what I'll vote for. And here we got it. What did we get here for the quiz? Did we win the quiz? We got the holiday Starbucks drink that we is toasted white chocolate mocha. I knew it. You are the toasted white chocolate mocha. You are more quiet and reserved. That's true. And may have a taste for the finer things in life. You blend in with the common crowd, so I'm a normie. Even though you're not like everyone else. That's true. I have a podcast. No one else has one of those. Only me. You're more independent, and you like quiet and peacefulness. That's true. Some people may see you as stuck up, but you have your own method of doing things, and that's perfectly okay. Well, that's cool. That's the Cool Quiz Zone. That's pretty cool. That is us to a T. Man, I'm afraid we're going to blast through all of these segments. We won't have anything left. Because our next segment, this is the losers bracket, remember. Let's skip around. Let's do this one. This one I think we can really juice some time from. and it'll get you in the holiday spirit. In case you haven't noticed, today's episode's the Losers Bracket Holiday Edition. Maybe that's what we'll call the episode. And it's also episode number, so I'm supposed to say this every time, it's episode number 39. So that means the best segments of the year, end of the year spectacular, will be episode 40. So that's pretty cool. And I'm just vamping because now I'm paranoid we're going to run out of segments to do. These losers, no wonder everyone hates these segments, because they stink. Now this segment, this is a great segment. This is one of my favorite segments. Let me make sure this one did lose, because now I can't remember. It was going up head to head against one that I'm getting some driver updates. It was going head to head in a tough matchup. Couldn't quite pull it out. But I love this segment. It's one of my favorites. We got a special holiday edition of this one. And let's check it out right freaking now. It's the free sound for all. That was the free sound for all. Whoa, that was crazy. Whoa.
That is crazy. Oh my word.
Man, I felt like I was out in the winter wonderland, and the fires and the chanting, and it put me in a place, and that's kind of what we try to do here with the Free Sound for All. And check out the Free Sound for All mega mix that we did as a bonus. I'm going to do some of those again. That was pretty cool. There's a whole really long Free Sound for All segment, you know, on its own. They're about 30 minutes long. Go check it out. Okay, let's do another one. This is another quickie. We can get this one over with real quick. It's in the losers bracket for a reason, because it's one of those you do it and then it's done, and then you can move on to the next one. It's rapid fire. It's a rapid fire segment thing today. Let's get into the segment right. Oh crap! Let's get into the segment right now. Right now. It's the, what is it? It's the word of the day. I wasn't paying attention. I almost said it was the cool quiz zone. It's the word of the day. Today's word of the day, and this is the holiday edition of the word of the day. Couldn't find any other information about this, so that's why it's going to be a quick one. The word of the day is Doromania. It's spelled D-O-R-O Mania. M-A-N-I-A. M-A-N-I-A. Doromania. Let's have them say it for us.
Doromania.
Okay. Let's try this one. We gotta hear someone say it so we know.
Doromania. Obsession with giving gifts. Say it with me now. Doromania.
Doromania. It's the obsession with giving gifts. Doromania. An unusual urge or preoccupation with giving gifts. It's from the ancient Greek doron, meaning gift, plus mania, which means you're going nuts. I gotta give gifts. And that's what the Christmas season is all about. We all have Doromania. It's official. We're all going wild for giving gifts. Gifts with a T, not gifts like on the internet, although you could do that for Christmas. All I got was this lousy GIF. Okay, this next segment is gonna be fun, I guarantee it. We're rounding up towards the tail end of the losers bracket. We hate all the segments we're doing, they're losers. Just kidding, they're a lot of fun. This one's gonna be especially fun. Another holiday edition coming right up. And here we go. Another holiday edition coming right up on the Cool Podcast for our next segment. We're gonna get down, we're gonna get funky. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
On this next segment. Waiting for the song to end. On the next segment, we're gonna get funky. It's the Bandcamp Boogie. Woo. It's the Bandcamp Boogie. Time to boogie on down. Wouldn't you know, we're going to listen to some Christmas music on Bandcamp. Some weird stuff on here. There's a lot of weird stuff on here. You can look through the tags. A very COVID Chris mask. Alright, let's check that one out first, but we have some other ones too. A Very COVID Chris Mask Part 2, as sung by Pete and Sean. Pete and Sean play Back to the Future, the drinking game, and then record your holiday favorites. So here we go. This one's called Smooth Christmas. Let's check out A Very COVID Chris Mask.
Here's a new one. Santa, won't you please love me? Santa, why don't you even love me? You didn't even give me any toys last year. I wrote to you about how my family is so poor and I could use some toys. Because it probably help my self-esteem and I can go to a college and make good money and help my family out. But you didn't give me shit. Oh, you didn't give me shit. Take it away, Sean.
Who the hell are these guys? It's Pete and Sean.
Oh wait, I'm singing right now? Fuck, I thought I
Time
was
for Sean to sing.
These guys are crazy. Let's check out one of their other albums. That was really bad. How about Christmas with the Chipmunks? That's sung by Pete and Sean. These guys are hilarious. They take out another classic.
Record it now. Okay. Yes? Good. Okay, we're good. Here we go. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Here it comes. This is our music.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la, la la la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la, la la la. Join me now, our gay apparel, gay gay la. True, la 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 la.
Okay. What the hell? It's Pete, man. Sung by Pete and Sean. I'm going to send this over to Turbo because he's over at Bandcamp. I'm going to get him to see if he can delete all of this. This is just so stupid. I hope no one paid money for that. Okay, we've got another one. This one I hope is better. This is Casey Weisbach. Casey Weisbuck. This one looks a little better. It's his Christmas album. Christmas album? Sure. This one's called Holiday Heat. This is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, yeah.
This is pretty good. Christmas album? Sure.
When you don't really care about being naughty and nice, and the world just gives up on bringing the spirit alive. Take all of your Christmas miracles and wrap them
Yes, sir.
up. Wrap them
Yes, sir.
up. We got the holiday heat. We feel it all around down the street. We got the holiday heat. We put presents right above the
Man, that's pretty fun. That's pretty good. Okay, so we had some of the worst music we've ever heard with Pete and Sean, but then Casey Weisbuck comes back with a banger. Man, that was pretty banging. I'm gonna have to. I'll link that if I can remember. Hopefully, I'll remember to do that so you can check it out for yourself. Man, this is pretty good. So far, so good. Let's check out some more music. This is just the latest stuff. How about this one? Let's not do that one. Let's see. What are some other ones? Christmas. Oh, let's look at different Christmas songs. A very solo project. Christmas by Solo Project. This is interesting. It's got, and the album is a picture of a little kid, like a Christmas ornament. That's a picture of a little kid on the Christmas tree by Solo Project. It was 8 years ago to this day that a much younger me first released a Christmas album. Feeling nostalgic during the strange, intense, yet productive year, it felt right to dust off those old festive pipes once again. Merry Winter Solo Project is the name of this I'm not sure if that's a very good name for the band. Maybe think of a different name. Solo project. But they've been putting out lots of albums. Looks like they did a one track every day in isolation. This is some indie folk from the UK. So let's see what kind of Christmas stuff they got. This will put us in the mood.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night.
All right, you get the idea here. Let's jump to another one. We got to blast through these. This one looks kind of interesting. I was just scrolling through while I wasn't paying attention to that song there and was not quite enjoying that one. This one's kind of cool. Max Meteor. This one's by Max Meteor. Darth Walter and the Thunder Kids is another thing it says on here. The Max Meteor Christmas EP. Stealing Santa's Stuff is this one.
Nice to be in orbit.
Pretty intense, pretty loud. Okay, let's see if we can wrap this up here. Let's do one more. We still have time, but our last segment's going to be a doozy. Let me make sure I save the tab open with some of these, the ones that are good. The good Christmas ones. The bad ones are going straight into the trash. What is this? This one's interesting. Something about... I'm getting distracted here. Zim and a Hat Consumerist Album 3 Monsanto Clauses the World with Track Commentary. Zim and a Hat. What in the hell? This is probably some weird stuff. I can't even read what it says. Train time. On Christmas this year, the earth will be in pieces. I can tell this is going to be something weird. I hope it's not something too loud and crazy. It says buy digital album $999. This person is doing a joke. What is this? This is weird. Zim, Z-I-M, and a hat, H-A-T-T. I need to report these. I need to report this too. Doesn't have nothing to do with Christmas. This one says...
We're gonna go to the second track now.
Okay, this is track 2.
Okay, this is the song. It just says commentary. They're doing commentary on their song. This is the commentary track for On Christmas This Year, The Earth Will Be in Pieces.
The track is called Everything is Falling in Pieces. Actually, is it? Yeah, this is what it's called. You're still in the bedroom, but then, yeah.
Okay, this is really weird.
There's the same characters in this scene, except there's a single sock on the floor. That's another character in this scene.
What's the sock's name?
I was thinking the sock was named Fred, but I didn't give it a name.
Okay. I don't know what that is. Maybe I'll try to figure it out, or maybe not. Maybe I don't want to know. A Zim and Hat Christmas Spectacular. Very weird. No clue what this is. It's too weird. I think it needs to be removed from the platform. Okay, that's the final one. Let's get into our last segment. Let's close some of these tabs, but I'll post some of these. Maybe I should go back and get the one of the guys that I'll post these links in the thing, and you can check it out if you want. What was that other one called? Pete and Sam and Sean Do Christmas. Anyway, that one was terrible. Okay, let's get into the final segment of the losers bracket. What's the final one? Let's see. I thought this one could win, but frankly, I'm glad that we're doing it now, because this is another holiday edition of a fun segment we all love. It's Review This. Baby, it's Review This, and don't you know, it's the holidays. We're going to go back to one of our favorite things we've ever found doing reviews, which is the Mr. Tree Farm over somewhere in Ohio. Let's see if we can pinpoint exactly where it is. Somewhere outside of Columbus, Ohio, near the Jefferson County Country Club. And the Howard Industrial Park. Howard! There's a CrossFit nearby. Checking out the map. Okay, so Mr. Tree Farm, as you know this guy, he goes off on any negative review. It's just your normal old tree farm. But when this guy gets a bad review, Mr. Tree Farm goes off. But he's got good things to say too. Like Mr. Ace posted here, I've been buying our Christmas trees at Mr. Tree for the past 4 years since the Anderson's General Store closed down. So he's got a long thing here about how Keith personally walked out to the field with us. Awesome service. The tree was 15 feet tall. That's pretty huge. So Mr. Tree Farm loves that. He says, thank you for your relevant and complimentary review from a real customer. He likes to point out that some people commenting, leaving reviews are actually trolls or bots, or they're not really customers. If you're not a customer, you are going to get hell. It doesn't matter what you say. If you don't pay money, you don't matter to Mr. Tree. He says, we are thankful that you, like thousands others, enjoy their real tree family experience at Mr. Tree. Merry Christmas to you and yours. May you enjoy a prosperous new year. So he loves when he gets a good review, but when he gets a bad one, watch out. Like this one. We have been coming to this place for many years now, and we're very disappointed to see that none of the employees were wearing masks. They also did not observe any social distancing. Employees consistently made no effort to stay 6 feet apart from us. They often stood very close to us, all while not wearing masks. They made our experience very uncomfortable and very unsafe, especially with how high cases are in Ohio right now. We expected safety to be taken more seriously. So he responds and says, we apologize if you were made to feel uncomfortable. However, we are an open-air farm market on a 30-acre plantation. Masks are not required in such an environment. As for social distancing, that is common sense, but both parties need to practice for it to work. There's plenty of distancing on a 30-acre farm. Merry Christmas from Mr. Tree Farm. Okay, so he doesn't really go off on that one, so maybe let's go to a different one. Let's see him get pissed. So this person says something about how they have lots of experience with cutting your own trees. I've never before been somewhere that took your license to hold while you used their saw. Also, the trees in the type I wanted and was looking at were all much too tall for my home and not very well shaped. Some of the trees were so large they could be used outside, or if you had 30-foot ceilings, which a lot of people do, I think. A lot of their trees were already wrapped. This person's from New Hampshire. It was a disappointment. Customer service was also that of curt and annoyed parking attendants and not very helpful sales staff. I read a very positive review earlier and am perplexed because their experience was a world away from what my experience was. So all in all, I'll say it's probably a toss-up for what you're going to experience. Maybe they just had an off day. Okay, I'm trying to skim through these because they're kind of long. Mr. Tree comes back. I've been calling him Mr. Tree Farm, so I'm going to keep calling him Mr. Tree Farm. Comes back and says, we have over 10,000 customers come through our property every season. The saw/license swap is industry-wide in operations of our size. If we didn't do this, we would and have lose several saws a day. They aren't cheap, and I don't have time to run out and restock every night. As for the rest of Marge's critique, very busy on the weekends. I don't have time to chit-chat with everyone who comes, given that so many of our customers are returning people for many years and decades. They understand our operation. We oftentimes engage with them. We have family memories with them. Sometimes they leave positive reviews. Sorry, Marge, if things weren't warm and fuzzy like your New Hampshire farm. However, were they dealing with COVID? That has adversely impacted our ability to be more open. If we were any more forward, undoubtedly some would gripe about lack of social distancing. It's a no-win. Just like the last one. Well, let's check this one out. How are we doing on time? Well, we probably need to wrap it up, but let's go a little long. It's Christmas. And then we have a special Christmas surprise at the end that I should probably pull up. Where was I at here? Let's do one more. This is by far the worst experience I've ever had getting a Christmas tree. We walked their entire property full of half-dead trees that are either too big to put on a car or can fit in my back pocket. The prices are out of this world, and I'm honestly surprised the guy that runs the tree farm can justify the pricing he uses. They measure their weak trees larger than they are to suck more money out of your pockets. Talk about a great way to ruin your Christmas spirit. I will make sure to refer everyone that I hate to this scam of a tree lot. From Drew Dahl. He's going to go off now. This is a very odd review. Drew bemoans the quality of our product and whines about his experience. If it was so terrible, why didn't Drew just leave? I am Mr. Tree. I am Mr. Tree. God damn it. He didn't say that part. I wish he had. I am Mr. Tree. This is all caps. I have been selling trees for 53 years. I would venture to say I have priced more individual trees than perhaps anyone in the USA. Hundreds of thousands of over 53 years. And as always, all trees are measured with calibrated pole in front of the customer. If, on a busy weekend, many other customers witness the same, so it's not exactly like this is being done in a secret back room. Sorry, Drew, pretty hard to argue with a calibrated pole presented in a public forum. As for the prices, all are disclosed before a person cuts down a tree. Prices are posted on the Mr. Tree website. Second, all weekend visitors are met at the gate by a Mr. Tree greeter who reviews all the prices. Third, the greeter then gives the incoming visitor with a map with all the prices listed. So it is nearly impossible to be shocked/surprised about the prices. If a visitor doesn't like our prices, they are welcome to go somewhere else. No one holds a gun to anyone's head. That would be insane if they did. As for Christmas spirit, quote unquote, there is plenty of good spirit at Mr. Tree. That's why we are enjoying our best season in 55 years. And could that be because of COVID? Man, Mr. Tree went off. I am Mr. Tree. All right, thanks for listening, everybody. It's been a lot of fun today. The losers bracket ended up being really fun and cool. So Let's remember that next time we go back to thinking about some of our segments, that some of them are actually pretty good. Okay, so I've got a special holiday surprise, a little song for you. We're going to finish out as we normally do, so stick around if you want the special Christmas song or not. I don't really care. I am Mr. Cool. I'm Mr. Beowulf. I don't care what you do. So we'll do our standard outro, then there's a Christmas surprise, okay? Play with your family. Thanks for listening. Stick around for the special Christmas song, and we'll be seeing you next time, and have a happy holidays. And we'll be seeing you next time. Have a happy holidays. Bye-bye.
Samurai Nation. Samurai Nation. Cool podcast.
That was a Samurai Nation podcast on the Samurai Nation Podcast Network.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came in sight, gathering winter fuel.
Hither, page, and stand by me, if thou know'st its telling. Yonder peasant, who is he? Where and what his dwelling?
Sire, he lives a good league hence, underneath the mountain, right against the forest fence, by St. Agnes' fountain.
Bring me flesh and bring me wine, bring me pine logs hither. Thou and I will see him dine, when we bear them thither.
Page and monarch, forth they went together, through the rude wind's wild lament, and the bitter weather. Sire, the night is darker now, and the wind blows stronger. Fails my heart, I know not how, I can go no longer.
Mark my footsteps, my good page, tread thou in them boldly. Thou shalt find the winter's rage freeze thy blood less coldly.
In his master's step he trod, where the snow lay dented. Heat was in the very sod, which the saint had printed. Therefore, Christian men, be sure, wealth or rank possessing, ye who now will bless the poor, shall yourselves find blessing. Ye who now will bless the poor, shall yourselves find blessing. Merry Christmas, everybody.